Hi everyone. We are Group 6. My name is Inhe and nicknamed Arda. Now this group is gonna to elaborate the topic on the Seikatsu club, and my other group members are Zhao Xiaojing, Liu Ruide, Shi Yue, and Zhang Xiaoxiang. I wish to elaborate on the background of the Seikatsu Club. The Seikatsu Club is a volunteer association started in Tokyo in 1965 as initiative of the women who wanted to reform their lives and local community as well as society. And the Seikatsu means a life in Japanese. So as we all know that Japan is a very highly advanced society, but few people know that they have experienced a high pollution issues back in the 1950s to 1970s. So the club was set up due to a trauma, because in the 1960s, Japan gave priority to economic development and turned a blind eye to the problems of environmental pollution, including the asthma caused by the air pollution, and organic mercury poisoning, and cadmium poisoning caused by the water pollution, and the environmental pollution and the disorderly expansion of the large enterprises brought by the era of high economic growth. So from 1955 to 1970, Japan's GDP doubled almost every 5 years, with an average annual growth rate of 9.6%. And it only took 7 years to double the national income. But the high-speed growth brought many problems. The major two of them are the monopoly and the pollution. So we are talking about the two perspectives of the Hudson framework. The first one is, should the social economy just be a safety network for the classic capitalistic economy, or should it be an alternative of the capitalistic? So I think they're both, because first it was initiated by the women. The Japanese women back in the 1950s and 60s, they enjoyed high employment rate due to the economic growth, but many of them are left behind as well, be it divorce or domestic violence. So this kind of a organization was designed partially to protect these women from their domestic harms. And another one is alternative, majorly for their autonomous production. They want to set them apart from the capitalistic big firms. They want to protect themselves. So the Japan brought equipment and technology to state-owned enterprises and large enterprises through a large number of policies in the early days, while the traditional small and medium-sized enterprise still maintain an extensive management and cannot be improved. So with the rise of the labor costs, these SMEs are always at a disadvantage in competition status. So the monopoly was achieved by these large companies. And these large companies, they release a harmful substance into the water. So we can have an example by the 1950s. It's called Minamata disease. It's the Chisel company released a high mercury substance into water and caused over 2,000 people deaths and over 20,000 people forever maimed. So that's why the floating object in the air and gas and food, etc. And in recent years, the dermatitis and allergies caused by the inhalation and volatile organic compounds have also been regarded as a public hazard. So this club was set up on the first layer to protect women, and the second layer to be autonomous, to produce safe and products for themselves. So in 1968, the Seikatsu Club was incorporated as Seikatsu Club Consumers Cooperations. which guarantee the democratic operation and management in order to promote the movement, continue the business, and realize its goal. So since the Seikatsu Club expanded its activities under motto of autonomous control of our lives, including the production and distribution and consumption disposal, and so forth, and along with the environment and the social service and the politics. As for the more details, let my partners to elaborate in the next chapters.
Hello everyone, I'm Xiaojing Zhao. Now I will talk about the current state of the Seikatsu Club. First one is the Seikatsu Club had about 400,000 members in 2018, and it's a significant business enterprise. By 2017, the total annual retail sales had reached about $717 million. And while the accumulated funds stood at about 42 billion. And second is, since the 1980s, the club has formed more than 600 workers collectives to run, restaurants, bakeries, and soap factories, and also care for the elderly. And in 2018, the collective employed about 70,000 people. The third one is in the campaign against detergent. The club members recognized the importance of the political process and formed independent networks in different countries to participate in local elections. And in 1979, the first member of the network was elected to the Tokyo city government. And as of 2018, there are 100 network members serving as local councillors. And last one, the period from 1945 to 1972, it was the highest female employment rate in Japanese history. And the average employment rate for women in Japan during this period was 51.6%, and the only high level in the post-war period, is exceeded 50%. And I want to give you the reason why it is organized by women. By establishing the Seikatsu Club as a female-led organization, women were able to take on key roles in decision making and product selection and overall management. And this approach provided them with a platform to challenge society norms. And additionally, the emphasis on women's leadership within the Seikatsu Club served as a means of addressing gender inequality and fostering sense of solidarity among women. And female employment was highly concentrated in agriculture, food processing, and others. And these industries they formed a solid foundation for self-sufficient social economy. And about what are they engaged in? Actually, their motto is autonomous control of our lives. And their inner loop of Seikatsu Club is, first one is production, and then distribution, consumption, and disposal. All of this are independent and unique. About the Hudson framework, I won't say it's similar with economic democracy. Social democracy often advocates for greater economic democracy, which involves expanding opportunities for citizen participation in economic decision-making. And the Seikatsu Club's cooperative model aligns with this principle, as it empowers members to participate in the cooperative's decision-making process. And the members also have a say in setting prices, selecting suppliers, and determining the direction of the cooperative. And this This approach fosters economic democracy within the Seikatsu Club. And it's important to know that while the Seikatsu Club improves that some alignment with social democratic principles, and is still primarily a cooperative organization within an economic context. And the cooperative model shares certain values and goals with social democracy, such as social welfare and economic democracy. But it may not encompass the full range of social democratic policies and aims. So that's my part, and my group member will talk about others about the Seikatsu Club. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Riddle Liu and I will continue to introduce Seikatsu Club. Seikatsu Club is famous for its unique business model and organizational operations in which members participate together. I will provide a detailed introduction to the business details of Seikatsu Club. Firstly, let's take a look at business model of Seikatsu Club. It divides to traditional supply chains and intermediaries by directly purchasing and selling goods. This direct cooperation model brings several advantages. Firstly, it ensures the control of product quality. Seikatsu Club communicates directly with manufacturers to ensure that the quality and safety standards of products meet the expectations of its members. Secondly, by reducing the number of intermediaries, we can lower product prices and ensure that producer can receive more equitable income. Most importantly, Seikatsu Club encourages manufacturers to adopt environmentally friendly production methods to reduce resources consumption and environmental burden. Secondly, the uniqueness of Seikatsu Club lies in the joint participation of its members in the operation and decision-making of the organization. Members are the core of the cooperative. Actively participating in the decision-making and operation of the organization, becoming a member of Seikatsu Club requires payment of membership fees and purchase shares, which provide them with the privilege of purchasing goods. Cooperatives regularly hold member meetings where members can express their opinions, make suggestions, and participate in voting decisions. In addition, Seikatsu Club has a decision-making committee elected by its members responsible for overseeing the operation of the cooperative and participating in the formulation of important decisions. Consumer participation is also an important component of Seikatsu Club, where members have the opportunity to participate in product evaluation and selection, helping them better understand and choose products. Through the joint participation of members in the operation and the decision-making of the organization, Seikatsu Club has achieved the goals of democratic participation, social value orientation, and consumer education. Every member has equal rights and opportunities to participate in the operation and the decision-making of the cooperative, reflecting the principle of democratic decision-making. Seikatsu Club focuses on social justice, environmental protection, and producer rights, and the participation of its members ensures the realization of these values. In addition, the opportunity for members to participate helps them understand the story behind the product, cultivate a sense of sustainable consumption and social responsibility. In terms of hands-on philosophy, I believe that the business details of Seikatsu Club are more like substitutes. That is, The social economy is more of a substitute for the mainstream capitalist economy because Seikatsu Club can solve social needs and promote social participation in the economy. Finally, I believe that Seikatsu Club serves as a model for consumer collaboration and social value innovation. It provides consumers with a sustainable, socially responsible, and high quality consumption choice by directly purchasing and selling goods, and members participating in organizational operations and decision making. The Seikatsu Club model has not only achieved success in Japan but also provided the valuable experience for consumer cooperatives worldwide. And my group member will continue the next part. Thank you.
Hi, this is Xiaoxiang Zhuang. I'm going to talk about Seikatsu's democracy and community collaboration. Members of Seikatsu acquire democratic autonomy by involvement in business activities, such as investments, purchase, and operation. A few examples here to show how members of Seikatsu get things done. First of all, staff and workers collective members transport goods to members from local distribution centers. As cooperative, Seikatsu Club were conscious that operating business is an action to solve problems in members' daily life. Therefore, it has encouraged a variety of other spontaneous initiatives, such as group purchase and individual delivery. They were also working to modify the legal structure, which currently classifies organizations as consumer co-op, agricultural co-op, and so on. They even had tried to convince the national government to carry out cooperative promotion policies in order to create a society in which any citizen can assist in solving problems independently by using diverse cooperative as a tool. So these are some of the examples that Seikatsu used to acquire democratic autonomy and cooperation with the community. Let's take a look at the collective purchase model of Seikatsu Hen. Hen meaning a small group, where orders are purchased by a small group, and where members assisting one another. One is individual delivery system. It is a platform where order and purchase made by an individual member. The system also including different group activities such as childcare. The other is depots. It is a shop-style collective purchasing system in which members operate independently through members' committees and workers' collectives. They made the orders weekly, monthly, or annually, and engaging with different direct activities such as food education programs and producer events. The next part is about Seikatsu's regional autonomy. Seikatsu Club are independent organizations in each county in Japan, managing and operating their movements and business. Regional autonomy can be found at the following aspects. At the local authority level, members' autonomous organizations make decisions and carry out routine tasks. Moreover, the Seikatsu Co-op created the Seikatsu Club Union as an entity for collective purchase and development of new goods. Local Seikatsu also hand over to Seikatsu Club Union work to improve efficacy, such as ordering and distribution system, IT systems. Seikatsu Club Union is run by a General Assembly and Board of Directors who meet with associated local Seikatsu Club co-ops. Seikatsu is an example of social solidarity economy because it places a great emphasis on social and environmental concerns. For example, the bottle reuse projects. Seikatsu is a staff and worker collective, and this cooperative structure is a key component of social solidarity economy. Besides, it includes its members in decision-making process, where decision-making power is decentralized. And members have a vote in the organization's direction. This represents the concern of social solidarity economy. Seikatsu Coop actively engaged with other Coop on a national and worldwide level, diverse collaborative initiatives. For example, Asia Sisterhood International Meeting. How Seikatsu affects its communities? Answers to this question are numerous, but I just give a couple of instances here. No production of genetically modified campaign. The principle of local production for local consumption. Seikatsu Coop stress sourcing goods from local producers. This assistance to local producers stimulates the local economy, enhances the local supply network, and encourages sustainable agriculture and traditional crafts. Empower its members as consumers by giving affordable access to high-quality, ethically sourced products and disaster relief efforts. Seikatsu has been working hardly to have a 100% renewable energy society. So this is my part. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Yue Shi, and I'm going to talk about the mutual aid business. Seikatsu Club Union runs a mutual assistance business based on their common system in addition to numerous mutual support activities among the members of local Seikatsu Club co-ops. The local Seikatsu Club cooperatives and associated groups also operate non-profit or cooperative-style companies based on their own local support networks, aiding their communities outside of the clubs in addition to their own members. The picture on the left is about the depot, which is the place where members purchase goods, conduct events with producers, and exchange information. And the other picture is a ham meeting, which has the functions of bulk purchasing, ordering, exchanging cooking recipes, and talking about childcare and other community agenda. So as for the Sustainable Report of Seikatsu Club, the first Seikatsu Club 2030 Action Declaration. Seikatsu Club is committed to carrying out activities that are consistent with and even go beyond the vision of the SDGs, which means Sustainable Development Goals. Then towards the sustainable future with 8 priority goals. The first one, they will work towards domestic production and ethical buying based on the idea of food sovereignty. They will pursue domestic self-sufficiency, which will also encompass the protection of domestic species. In the primary industries, the industries of life and advance towards the disclosure of production information. And second one, they will work to make the realization of a healthy and abundant food intake a reality and place priority on the original flavors of the raw food materials, as well as the wisdom and the culture linked with the food ingredients. And third one, to preserve the earth ecology, they will take steps to save the environment on land and at sea, as well as counteract climate change. They support the manufacture of such foods because they feel they endanger biodiversity, but they base their actions on a refusal to touch genetically modified food. And then they shall take steps to increase the generation of renewable energy to create a civilization free of nuclear weapons. Besides, they will build neighborhoods and a society where everyone can feel safe and live whatever they like. For everyone to live in security from birth to death, they will work to improve the environment and create resources to welfare enterprises and citizen activities that are vital for the community. And then they will design diversified environments where people can live and work, where issues like poverty and isolation are taken seriously, and where there is compassion for one another and support for each other's efforts to become self-sufficient. Also, they will strongly support the renunciation of violence and coexistence to create a just and peaceful society. And the last one, they will put into practice their ideal of making decisions and acting on their own initiative with the fundamental attitude of information sharing and autonomous management. They will work practically to achieve the SDGs through enhancing women's empowerment, with an emphasis on member sovereignty-based organizational management.
Okay, all right. That's our group's presentation. Thank you for listening.